Okay. I'm live right now and I'm back. I'm back, bro. I was in the hospital, bro, but right now I'm back. I'm back. The most important thing is that I work in my mental health and I'm healthy, bro. I'm healthy. So I'm back right now. I'm back. And today is day 336 trying to make $1 million. Day 29. Day 29, 336 days left to make $1 million. And zero viewers, bro. I still have zero viewers. I still have zero viewers, but that's not a problem. I will continue posting. I will continue going live, even if I have zero viewers, because I know that in the future I will have a billion viewers or more. 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion. I'm not sure. But today is special because I'm back. I'm I'm no longer in the hospital. I'm at home right now. I'm at home. I'm in my home. I can sleep in my bed. Wow, bro, that's awesome. Feels amazing because right now I'm free. I'm free. So for today, first I will put the counter, but I prepared three videos to improve my skills, improve my probably to work more on social media and create better content, create go live and make better streams and things like that. I Because I think that right now I need an audience. So I don't have an audience. It's just me, a camera, and the future spectators that I will have from this stream. But right now I'm very glad I'm home. So, and also I create this Lego piece. Wait a minute. It's me, the crazy $1 million guy. It's crazy. Yeah, take a closer look to me. This is me. That's me, bro. The crazy $1 million guy. Or the crazy $1 million kid for someone. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this seems like a dream because it's a dream. Trying to make $1 million in just 1 year is a dream, but I'm daydreaming because I'm acting over my dreams. I'm not just dream about making $1 million. I take action and act over those dreams, bro. And I'm learning and I planning to start a true brand. I also write a lot of things and write down what I need to start that true brand. I speak with people that can help me to start that true brand. So check, and but I need to start with the process of market research because the previous stream, the one of the past streams I made, I speak about making a market research and I search for some videos to make that market research, but I was in the hospital, so I wasn't able to do that. But right now, I'm able to find the current market, do the market research, and all those things, bro, that I need to do in order to make $1 million. But also, the most important thing is that I need to become the most viral person on the internet. And right now, I only have 105 subscribers, bro. 105 subscribers, bro. Wait a minute.
20 business owners to our QuickBooks Studios.
105 105 subscribers, bro. Thank you so much. A heart for you guys. Thank you so much. I have right now 105 subscribers, bro. 105 subscribers. It's amazing. Okay, I hope to have
UK set
200
to see how a multi.
subscribers for tomorrow. Let me share a screen with you guys. So I will do this. Boom, boom, kaboom, boom, boom, kaboom. Okay, I prepared 3 videos. Today, these are 3 videos I prepared for you. First, social media isn't hard, it's misunderstood. How to grow an audience if you have 0 followers. Right now, I need an audience. And third video is a different topic because it's 20 entrepreneurs versus 1 millionaire. Probably this guy have a lot of advice that I need to know in order to become a millionaire or a billionaire. So I will watch these videos and let's see what happens next. So for the first video,
if you want to grow faster on social media, I'm going to explain exactly how to do it. Because the truth is, if you're struggling to grow, you're probably just approaching the content game with a suboptimal strategy. Now, I've cracked every social platform I've ever been on. Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, even YouTube. I have 1 million followers, I've done billions of views. And the secret is that I actually went down the rabbit hole to deeply understand how each individual platform works. The psychology, the algorithms, the core fundamentals for how to grow. So in this video, I'm gonna give you the full secret sauce. These are 5 non-obvious learnings for how social media actually works. And these are the same lessons that all the big creators deeply understand and that you may not. All right, now the first uncommon learning is that social media isn't actually social anymore. It's just media. And this seems like a small wording change, but it actually shifts everything about how you approach the content game. When social platforms were originally invented, they were social first. In that old
okay, I need to be focused right now because I need to understand how to grow on social media because I only have 105 subscribers and I hope to have 10k for tomorrow. I upload a short speaking about that I want 10k subscribers, but remember that I was in the hospital, so for like a week I was unable to upload shorts, so that affects my content a lot, my channel a lot. So probably that's the reason why I don't have 10k, or probably it's because my content sucks, bro. My content sucks. Probably that's the truth because nobody watch my streams and who cares, who cares. And also people that watch my content are probably saying, okay, I will believe in you, but probably I don't know, bro. But probably no, the truth is nobody cares about my content or my life. But okay, I will continue posting, I will continue going live, and I will continue fighting for my dreams even if I have 0 viewers and 105 subscribers. I hope to have 10k subscribers for tomorrow. Probably sounds impossible, but let's apply all this information that we are learning.
old era, everything was engineered to connect you with other people and show your content specifically to people that followed you. This was OG social from 2003 to about 2020. But since 2020, everything about social media changed because of TikTok. Just like YouTube, TikTok was not built for social connection. It was built specifically for media consumption. Think about it, you don't come on YouTube to talk to other people, you just come on to watch interesting videos. TikTok
Oh, okay, that's interesting because Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp are for connection. Well, okay, Instagram probably you also go and watch some videos, but you can connect with people. The main strategy, the main point of those 3 platforms are that you want to connect with other people. WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. But in TikTok, you only open TikTok to watch some videos and entertain yourself, and that's all. So it's very interesting. And also YouTube. You okay? You can connect with other people with the chat or going live, but you go to search information probably, or probably you just want to be entertained. That's the reason why you go to YouTube and open YouTube in the first place.
TikTok was essentially the same thing. It was YouTube, but vertical. And the problem is that TikTok worked so well that it set off a chain reaction that caused every other social platform to shift in the same direction, away from social.
That's completely true, bro. Because when TikTok first appears Vine, then TikTok, and then all platforms create a short format, Reels, YouTube Shorts, or whatever, and all social media changed.
Social and towards media. All that social media strategy, you have to throw that out because the game is completely different now. The platforms are no longer focused on social, they're just focused on media. And here's the big difference. Social is about matching content from followers only. Media is about matching content from anyone, followers or strangers.
Okay, and I need more strangers to know me. I need more strangers to know me, to know my project, to know this whole project called Living with Death, bro. Living with Death. I need more people to know this project, to know me, to know my dreams. And it's not longer about social, it's about media. Okay, interesting.
So if you're really trying to grow with content, the $1,000,000 question is this. What is the best strategy for growing faster, generating more views, and turning those views into dollars? So I'm gonna give you the full cheat code right here. Think about this from Instagram's point of view as a business. Instagram gets paid when a viewer watches an ad. Their algorithm's only job is to keep viewers on the platform as long as possible so more ads can play. Now, the easiest way to keep viewers on Instagram for longer is to show them videos they actually like. And it sounds stupidly obvious, but this is so critical to understand. This system of connecting random videos with viewers that actually want to watch them is called audience matching. The better the match, the happier the viewer, the longer the session, the more ads they can run, and the more revenue Instagram generates. If you help Instagram make better matches and it makes more money, it will reward you for that. And this is the whole social media game. It is not more complicated than that. Matching is all the algorithms are designed to do. But the difference in this non-social media era is that the algorithm is allowed to match you with videos from any creator, not just the ones that you follow. So for you as a creator or a business owner, if you really want to grow.
That's true because I don't follow this guy. But this video appears in my YouTube panel and I was like, okay, this is interesting, this video is very interesting, let's watch a video from this guy, a person that I follow, Alex Hormozzi, but an example, I don't follow this guy probably. No, I don't follow this guy. Okay, it's about media, bro. Okay, no longer about connections. You need to create better content, and my content at this point sucks, bro.
On social media, your only job is
Oh, bro. Damn.
helping the algorithm match your stuff with the right viewer. Because then you'll be happy and it will be happy. And when it's happy, it pushes your stuff more. Okay, so how do we actually help the algorithm do this matching better? Are there tactical steps we can take? Yes, there are. In order to best match your videos with the right viewers, the algorithm only needs to understand two things: the topics of your videos and the profiles of those viewers that want to watch them. That's all it needs. And
Two things that the algorithm needs to be better matched. First, the topics of your videos. Probably in my case are blogs and business. So I already find the topic. And the second point is profiles of those viewers that want to watch them.
The beauty is you can actually train the algorithm to get these answers quicker. The first tactical step for doing this is to be militantly focused and disciplined on your topic selection. All you have to do is make consistent videos about the same topic. Precision of topic is everything. Instead of spraying and praying across a bunch of different topic areas, pick a single topic and hit that bullseye over and over and over.
Okay.
If you're
In my case, blogs and business, bro. And or probably the real topic is trying to make $1 million in 1 year. That's the topic, bro. And I need to speak about that topic over
pick
and over
a
and
single
over,
topic.
learning and applying and creating business and gaining money. And because I only have $1, bro. I only have $1. Okay, no problem.
Over praying across a bunch of different topic areas, pick a single topic and hit that bullseye over and over and over. If you're
Okay, the single topic, okay, I want to learn, but I also want to apply. So the single topic is make $1 million in just 1 year. And I have no fucking idea. Okay, I have the idea how to do that, but I need an audience, bro. And I don't have an audience. I have no audience, bro.
personally interested in sports and tech and design, don't make videos on the same channel about sports and tech and design. This will confuse the algorithm and it won't know what topic to push you for. Pick one topic area per channel and stick with just that. And here's the real tactical secret. Most algorithms run their audience match targeting based on the video transcription and the caption. So they look at the words you're saying and somewhat what you're writing in the caption, and that's how they determine what topic you're actually talking about. Then they analyze which viewers are engaging positively with that video and they create a lookalike audience to push it further. So this is the key takeaway. If you want to grow faster and you want to convert attention into dollars, you need the algorithm's diagnosis of what topic you're talking about and who it's for to be accurate with what you want to talk about and who you want to get in front of. If it can't diagnose this topic audience match well, it's not going to push your videos. So when you look at your channel and you scroll through your last 20 videos, are these topics all the same? Are they all targeting the exact same viewer avatar? If yes, and you're still not getting views, then the issue is with the video quality itself, and that is a much easier solve that I've been covering in all my videos. But
So, important point is that you need to have an avatar, bro. The avatar is the most powerful thing you can have if you are creating content, because you know who you are selling. In my case, I'm creating videos and my videos are like my products. So I need to know who I am selling for or who I'm selling to, bro.
if no, and you're all over the place with different topics, then this is your big issue. The best way to make sure the algorithm pushes your stuff to the right people is to only make videos about a single topic driven from pain points of that user consistently for several months.
Okay.
And after doing
An example is that in my case, I create content for people that that have a dream that probably they are unable to achieve that dream, or probably not unable, but are very scared about that dream or achieving that dream, or don't have the courage to fight for that dream. That's my main avatar. That's the pain point, the dream. And I want to show them how I can build a whole empire from zero. Bro, starting from scratch. That's my target audience. Probably people between 16 and 30. Probably, and also that love business, like business, that are really interested in business, bro. That's my avatar.
30 to 50 videos like this, the algorithm will learn the type of topic that you want to talk about, and it will start pushing you into that community. So if you want to grow on social media, these
that want to see the impossible, bro.
These are the things you do not want to do. Number 1, do not make videos about a bunch of different topics on the same account. Number 2, do not make videos that are not valuable or interesting to that same single target viewer avatar. And number 3, do not make broad videos that do not apply to your viewer avatar on that account. Stay hyper precise.
Okay. Different topics. Not valuable or interesting. And the third point is do not make broad videos that not apply to your avatar. Perfect.
And do this over and over and over. This is all you have to do to train the algorithm. Now, getting those videos to actually perform well once you have the algorithm aimed, well, that's a whole nother set of issues. That's ideas, storytelling, script writing, editing. But the good news is I have lots of content to help you with that. I actually put together Wavy World, which is a free community for entrepreneurs with 17,000 people in it to help with that stuff. The link's in the description if you want, it's completely free. But if you don't aim the algorithm correctly in the first place, well then you're gonna be stuck in zero view land and none of that other stuff actually matters. So the summary here is this: social media is no longer social, it's just media. Media works by matching viewers with videos they wanna watch, regardless of who the creator was that made them. And 3, to make that match happen more successfully with your content, you need to stay super disciplined on a single topic consistently over and over and over. All right, now the second uncommon lesson that I've learned about social media growth is that virality is a trap. If you want to get the ego boost of 10 million views, well then go as broad and as wide as possible. But if you actually want to make money from content, there is a much better way to do it. Let me break it down. There are 2 types of virality: pure virality and on-target virality. Pure virality.
Okay.
There are 2 types of virality: pure virality and on-target virality.
Okay.
Pure virality is virality at all costs. You intentionally pick extremely broad, extremely relatable topics to try to grow the viewer pie as much as possible. And this is where the 10 million extremely relatable.
I also think that if you use pure virality, you are looking for pure virality virality. Okay. Pure virality. The problem is that you probably, one video got viral, but you don't grow an audience, bro. You don't grow an audience. And you need an audience, bro. That's the important thing.
Topics to try to grow the viewer pie as much as possible. And this is where the 10 million plus view videos come from. But it turns out this actually isn't what you want if you're trying to build a business, because pure virality spans across too many different viewer groups. If the video is about new tech for designing homes and you do get 10 million views, well then the chances are you've engaged tech people, architects, people that are trying to design homes, people that are interested in real estate. And despite the dopamine rush that does come from that, this is probably gonna hurt your ability to monetize your audience. And the reason builds on this audience matching and targeting point I just mentioned. The more different audience groups that engage with the same video, the more confused the algorithm is gonna be about where to point your next video. And you don't want the algorithm confused because then it won't help you find more of the people you're trying to find. So a better way to approach virality is to go for on-target virality.
Obtener una cotización de embarque se ha vuelto mucho más fácil. Su tarifa de embarque competitiva, súper rápida. Quick quotes para máxima flexibilidad.
I'm so sorry I don't have YouTube Premium, bro. I'm so sorry.
Target virality means that a large percentage of viewers within your target profile see the video, but it doesn't spill beyond that. Imagine you had one giant pie with 8 billion people in it. Pure virality is trying to get as many of those 8 billion people to see it, no matter where they fall on the pie. On target virality is picking a super narrow slice and then trying to fill as
Okay, remember to take notes. Taking notes is one of the most important things. On target virality, that's what I need. Definition. Speaking a super narrow slice. Perfect.
many people within that slice, but not beyond it. Now, the reason on-target virality is a better strategy is that it lets you be more nuanced with your topic selection. Because broad virality almost always requires super broad, generic topics. But deep trust is built when you can talk about specific user pain points in a niche and narrow way. When you acknowledge your mission is not pure virality, you're able to come up with video ideas that widely target your narrow audience, essentially getting the highest penetration percentage of your potential buyers. And here's the cool part, it turns out that algorithms like precision a lot more than they like breadth. It would rather you be a fan favorite in the web design niche than appeal somewhat to all creatives. And this is because cult favorites are super strong audience matches. When you're able to execute a narrow topic with constant precision, it will push you more into that niche and you will become category viral. This is why you see so many small creatives with only a couple 100,000 followers and cult fandom grow 7-figure businesses, but these huge, massive 7 million follower influencers can't even pay their rent. The riches are in the niches, and the niches are best activated with
the riches are in the niches. Oof, important. The riches are in the niches. Very important, the riches are in the niches. And I already choose my niche for my product. I want to sell shoes, so my target audience, my avatar. Wait a minute. Okay, bro, wait. It's people that love running, bro. Love running and dancing. That's my target audience.
target virality. Now, I want to be clear, I definitely do want virality, I just want it aimed at my category. So the tactical suggestion here for gut checking your ideas and your content strategy is to constantly be asking yourself this question. Is my core audience avatar going to find this idea interesting, useful, valuable, or entertaining? If not, don't even make the video, because even if
Okay, that's very important, and probably that's the reason why the two of the videos that I previously post have only 11 views, 26 views, and other videos have 655 views, is that my videos probably are not so interesting, bro. Those videos are not so interesting, are probably boring, because I speak not to engage new people, but to speak to the same people that know about me, about my project, about this whole project called Living with Death. And those two videos that I made in the hospital were for that specific audience, for that 105 subscribers. And that's the reason why my videos only got 11 views, 26 views, and that was the problem. So the better option was to not post that videos, bro.
If you get a broadly viral hit, it's probably just hurting your potential chances to monetize. By the way, if you want help improving your videos so they do drive more of this on-target.
Okay, so important point for me, my videos need to be interesting because I need more I need an audience. I don't have an audience. I only have one spectator, so that's sad. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much, bro. But I need to create an audience, so my videos need to be interesting and need to be direct to a specific avatar.
Virality, the best way to do this is to improve your storytelling and script writing and aim it at the right audience. To make this easier, I actually built an AI tool called Sandcastles that just does this for you. It takes everything I know about formulas and
I need to direct my content to the specific avatar that I created. So people that want to fight for their dreams but don't have the courage to fight for those dreams.
formats in content and compresses it so it just does it automatically. We have people using it right now that are writing 30 scripts per day and they're actually converting at a high level. So if you want to try it for free, we have a free trial for everyone, sandcastles.ai. Check it out in the description. The third uncommon learning that I've realized about social media is that you don't need to be playing on every platform at the same time. A common piece of advice from the social media gurus is you have to be everywhere because you never know where your buyer is going to show up. I think this is nonsense. You know exactly where your buyer is going to show up. They're spending time on one of these 6 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, or X. All you need to do to grow and monetize on social media is to fish where your fish are. Pick the one hero platform where the highest density of your customers live, plus add email, and then only play on that combination for 6 months. After working with hundreds of business owners on social media strategy and content over the last year, I've realized that the overcomplication and overextension of trying to be everywhere all at once actually is doing more harm than good. Because when you focus on a single platform, you can immerse yourself into the community and learn about the zeitgeist of.
Okay, right now I'm focusing on YouTube right now. That's the main platform that I put all my effort on. So I'm focusing on YouTube right now. YouTube is my main priority, but also I post on TikTok, on Instagram, and on LinkedIn sometimes depending on the content. But that's true, but in my personal opinion is that you also need to post everywhere, bro, because you can grow faster, but put your effort in one platform. Post everywhere but focus on one platform. Probably that's the best choice. How? Because you can create specific videos for that platform and speak the language of that platform, but also post in other platforms like TikTok, Instagram, but you speak the language of YouTube. Probably because you are focusing on YouTube, one platform, but posting in other platforms, and probably one video got viral on Instagram and you got viral, bro. Simple as that. But you need, probably the right path is to focus on one platform but post on all platforms.
Just that platform so much better. And by focusing on just one, that means you can comment on other people's posts in your niche. You can reply to every single one of your comments. You can use the secondary formats like Instagram stories if you're focused on Reels. Essentially, you become a staple in your category on that platform. And by doing this, like anything, you compound your results faster because all your attention is compressed on one thing. Now, when it comes to formats, the secret is that all the fish are migrating to video. So whether it's short form or long form video, you definitely want to be creating video on whichever platform you choose. So the tactical advice is this: pick your hero platform, make sure you're making video content, stay as consistent as possible, engage in the comments, engage in the DMs, and focus on nothing but this for 6 months. And if you don't know which platforms your customers are actually on the most, take a small risk 6 months. And if you don't know Know which platforms your customers are actually on the most, take a small random subset of your existing customers and ask them. And if this doesn't work, think about who you follow and where you learn the most about the information in your space. When you're trying to be everywhere all at once and you don't have a core team to support you, everything can just get a little too complicated. So remember, fish where your fish.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Probably in the future
Fish are.
when I get that $1 million, probably I will pay YouTube Premium, bro. When I get the $1 million, bro, I will pay YouTube Premium.
All right, now the fourth uncommon learning about
for
social
now,
media is islands versus
we need to
ecosystems.
watch out.
And this one is gonna shock you.
sorry.
Almost everybody on the internet is gonna teach you to approach social media like one connected ecosystem. They'll say that your main goal is to get somebody to follow you on one platform and then do whatever you can to try to get them to find you everywhere else, connecting that ecosystem like a spider web. So they'll say you want to post about your YouTube videos on Instagram stories, or post about your tweets on LinkedIn, or post about your TikToks on YouTube. Essentially, the advice is to find one follower and then get them to follow you everywhere else. But I think this is a suboptimal approach. The ecosystem concept makes sense in theory as a construct to describe a brand that's already well built. But if you're starting out from scratch, tactically, this is the wrong strategy. Instead of thinking like an ecosystem, you want to treat social media platforms like individual islands that are not linked together. And let me explain what I mean. Each social platform was developed on its own. They all steal features and UX from each other, but they all have different quirks, different algorithms, and most importantly, different platform owners. Instagram, which is owned by Meta, wants to keep people in the Instagram family, not going to YouTube, which is owned by Google. And when you really think about it, it makes sense why platforms would reward behaviors that keep users on their platforms instead of pushing them to others. So the first reason why you want to think of platforms in islands instead of connected ecosystems is because the platforms will actually hurt your reach when you try to push people out. When you post a URL in a tweet or a LinkedIn post, they nuke your engagement. When you post a URL in stories, they nuke your engagement. And why do they do this? Well, simply put, the platforms don't want their users leaving. They make money when their users stay. Now, most people that are coaching personal brand building will tell you that the cost of the platform nuking your stuff when you share links is worth it if you can grow everywhere. I disagree. But besides this, the even bigger reason why you want to think in separate islands instead of connected ecosystems is because of the user consumption patterns. Think of each social platform like a car driving on the social media highway. Each one is going at a different speed. Let's say Instagram is going at 35 miles an hour, TikTok is at 50 miles an hour, YouTube might be at 10 miles an hour. Users go to certain platforms because they like the consumption experience, the algo targeting, the sub-communities on that platform. When you try to force them from one to another to build the ecosystem, they end up hitting it and then churning right away. They don't like switching. And this causes them to either abandon watching your stuff altogether, abandon watching it on the new platform, or subconsciously dislike that you tried to force them away from what they already liked. It's better to meet each person where they are, to make content native to the island and try to keep them there. And then you can use consistent branding, imagery, and storytelling elsewhere so that when they natively discover you, it feels aligned and matches. If someone's on Instagram and they also like consuming on YouTube, let them find you on YouTube as well. Don't force them there. Now, for each island, the only ramp you do want to build is from rented to owned. So it's okay to ramp from Instagram to email or Instagram to private community, but you don't want to ramp from island to island, Instagram to TikTok. And if you do want to build a holistic connected brand, because you're just not really fully buying what I'm saying, my frame for this is world building. World building is creating visual consistency or cohesion across different platforms. You're not pushing people, but when they do discover you, everything looks and feels aligned and matches. Ecosystems are forcing the cross-platform discovery. Don't force it, just world build separately and let them discover the different islands. Now, my last uncommon learning has to deal with making money from content. And it took me a long time to realize this, but this was one of the most important lessons that I learned. Almost everyone making content is doing it because they want to make money. Let's be honest about that. This is the game. We all see all these influencers that appear to make insane money, and so we think we could do that too, and we jump in. And so if you're like me, you probably followed a similar path. You jumped in, you really sucked at first, but slowly, surely, you started getting better and building up your skills. You grinded and grinded, you spent 12 months and hundreds of hours trying to do this, and then finally you started to turn on monetization and get some money coming in. And then it hit you. $52? Is that it? That's all I'm making from YouTube AdSense? 12 months of grinding and hundreds of hours and all I'm getting is $52? And so you keep going for another year and you spend all this time and months and months and months. Maybe you land one brand deal for $500 and maybe one for $1,000 here and there. But you're working really hard. The views are high, the followers are high, but the money just doesn't seem that high.
I don't have high views, I don't have money. I'm not getting paid by YouTube. Okay, no problem. Okay. Let's continue. Something happened with my other computer, but it's okay.
High. It doesn't seem in line with what you expected. And this is the big learning. Value does not really accrue at the media layer. This is the lesson. There are 3 layers in the content stack. The bottom layer is the platform layer. This is Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, the actual platforms. The middle layer is the media layer. That's me and you, the creators that are making content on the platform. The top layer is the offering layer. These are the products and services and brands that make products and pay creators to make content to drive attention to those products. Most of the money gets accrued at the platform layer, the Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, or the offering layer, the brands, products, and services that are driving. But very little gets captured at the media layer. All of the attention is generated from the media layer, but very little of the value is actually captured here. And this is because value capture is correlated to risk. It's much easier for anyone to start making media than it would be to start a brand, or much harder to start a social platform that actually works. And so the rate paid to creators is lower, the value captured is lower. The learning for me, and probably you as someone that's trying to build internet businesses and survive as an entrepreneur, is that value just doesn't accrue in a big way at the media layer. It's better to use media to gain attention and then funnel that media to owned products and services than it is to rely on the value capture, AdSense and brand deals from the media.
Okay, media alone doesn't capture much value. It's better used to attract attention and funnel it to your own products or service than to rely on AdSense or brand deals. Okay, important point. Take notes, guys, take notes. Only one viewer, please take notes. Probably this will be helpful for you. I don't know. Probably you are a business owner or you just want to watch me make $1 million.
And tactically, this means building your own products, services, or doing affiliate deals with uncapped upside instead of relying specifically on AdSense, CPMs, or brand deals. And I can get more into the
important because if I want to make money with YouTube, probably I need to rely on brand deals. That's the important part, brand deals.
Business side of content and monetization models in a future video if you guys want. But this is a critical piece when you're trying to monetize from content. There's just not that much money in the media layer relative to the other two. All right, guys, there you have it. Those are my 5 non-obvious lessons for how to actually grow and monetize on social media. To recap, number 1, social media is not social anymore, it's just media. And this means the game has changed because the media game is all about matching content with the right viewers. To help the algos do this matching, you want to stay super disciplined on a single topic for a single audience avatar consistently for a long time. Use the words you say and the captions you say to help the algo detect what topic you're actually talking about. Number 2, pure virality is a trap. If you want to make money with content, you want to go for on-target virality, which means maximum penetration within your ideal avatar slice. To do this, pick ideas that resonate specifically with their pain points, but wrapped with category-relevant, broad case studies. Number 3, fish where the fish are. You don't need to be on every single social platform. Pick the one platform where your customers live, be video native, and consistently engage in the comments and DMs. Do this specifically for 6 months. Number 4, think in islands instead of ecosystems when you're building your social brands. Platforms are built like islands, users consume like islands, you should treat them like islands. Build native content for the platform and don't try to force ramp people from one to another. The only ramps you should build are like ferry boats, taking people from islands to email or community, owned platforms from rented to owned. And number 5, value does not accrue at the media layer. If you want to actually make money from content, know that the value accrues at the platform and the offering layer. Use the media layer to build attention and then ramp that attention to owned products and services. And remember guys, when it comes to the actual tactics of making better videos, the nuts and bolts, the click for click, I have tons of free resources and other videos linked below. And also, it's a shameless plug, but Sandcastles is the best AI tool for helping you ramp up your content production. So if you haven't tried it, it's completely free to try. You should. And lastly, make sure to leave a comment to let me know what you guys want in the next video. But until then, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
See ya. Okay, the other video from Alex Hormozzi, only 6 minutes, so it's not so long. It's very short.
They're somehow going to blow up. In the beginning, 150 episodes is just me talking about how to run a gym better. I got a DM the other day, somebody who was like, yeah, it's easy for you to build this brand because you already have this big audience. I was like, dude, just start. He was discouraged by the fact that he had no following, he had no audience, etc. 99% of people who are watching this do more cool shit, and then you'll have cool shit to talk about, rather than regurgitating other people's stuff. But for everyone who sees the overnight success, right? What I want you to do is go to my podcast and look at the timestamp of my first episode. It's 2017. 5.5, 6 years ago, it just now hit the top 10. And in that 6-year period, I did not miss. Every week, 1 to 3 podcasts for 6 years. And so people are making podcasts and thinking in 90 days they're somehow going to blow up. When the reality is that you're finding your voice for the first year. You're figuring out what way you communicate. You're learning how to teach, how to entertain, how to present. You're learning how to speak. And you're also learning about the stuff that you're learning meantime, right? Like in that period of time, I might not have had as much stuff that was as cool in the beginning that applied to as many people, because the first 150 episodes is just me talking about how to run a gym better. Right around 150, I start talking about marketing in general, because that's what I was into at the time. And then I start talking about sales, and I start talking about business in general, and M&A, and things as they've evolved over time. And so the subject matter, as well as my skill in delivering it, both improved over that period of time. And now the podcast is top 10 on entrepreneurship and very high ranked in business. Next to names that I looked up to my whole career. I'm like, holy cow, I'm like, we just went above this guy that I've been looking up to my whole life. It doesn't take 90 days. It takes years. If you think in days, the time's gonna pass no matter what.
Years! And I only have 1 year to make $1 million, bro. Years! Alex Hormozzi is saying that takes years. Okay. I only have, let me check. 11 months, 3 days, and 4 hours to make $1 million. I need to make $1 million in just 11 months, 3 days, and 4 hours. Bro, I have no idea how to do that.
What? But if you can think in decades, when you make your goals, when that decade does pass, it'll show that you were thinking that way. Right? Not the outcome of the goal, make the action the goal. If the
truth is, I have a plan, bro. I have a strategy to make that happen, but I need to continue posting, to continue going live, and to going live every single day, posting every single day, and continue fighting.
Action is, did I make the post? Did I make the reach outs every day?
What we'll learn at this point is that you need to create content, and only create content for your specific avatar, and create content again and again and again and again.
You're a success. You check both boxes. I want to tell you a quick story. So there was a guy who started at the first gym with me, same day. All right, and we've been friends since then. And I started my gym, and then he started his gym, and then he started a chain of gyms, so we went in parallel, all right? And he ended up selling those gyms, and he wanted to go online. He was like, dude, I need to build like a brand. And I was like, dude, you just need to start posting, short form stuff, making stuff that's valuable. He posted every day for 6 months, and then one video took off, and then the next video took off, and the next video took off, and then all of a sudden now, he's making $100,000 a month from the content that he was making. He'd already been doing business for 9 years. And then all of a sudden it took off, and he messaged me. He was like, I'm super grateful that you told me to do that. And so he did the post and he did the reach outs. And what ended up happening is that earlier on, he would have videos that would start taking off. He would start doing reach outs, he'd start making sales, and then he'd make some money, and then he would slow down. And then all of a sudden you get in scarcity mode once he was like, oh shoot, there's no money coming in. And then you start making content, start doing reach outs again, and then you make money again. And he was like, dude, how do I break the cycle? And what we did was we shifted what he was focusing on, because he was focusing on the sales he was making, he was focusing on the money he was making, rather than focusing on the process. You are not successful in my eyes because whenever you see some outcome, you stop the activities, which means you don't have the trait of consistency. I was like, the reason you aren't where you want to be is because you can't do things repeatedly. And so most people can't do one thing over and over again. You need to be able to do the doing without seeing the result of your doing. And you have to keep doing it. And if you can keep doing things independent, and this is both ways, if it goes really well, you keep doing the thing that got you there. And if it's not going well, yet, you keep doing the thing so that you get good enough that one day it will. Okay. And that's the shit.
So thank you, Alex Hormozi. This video is for motivation, probably. I just need to continue posting every single day without failing, bro. I already failed because I was working on my mental health. That's why I stopped posting for a week. But I need to continue posting every single day and going live every single day, even if I have no idea what to talk about.
Shift that most people don't make. And I think that's why most people just stay poor. And the reality is that if
I made you guys a promise, I will have $1 million in 1 year, bro. And it's not only about the $1 million, it's about the person that I become, bro. The kind of person, the kind of man that I become if I continue doing this. Because I already work on my mental health. I'm working to fight my demons. And I'm working on my brand, on my social media, on my I forget the name of bro, I forget it. Oh, bro. No matter. Who cares?
can commit to the actions and the behaviors.
Damn!
¿Te imaginas tener tu cerebro conectado a una fuente de las mejores ideas?
Wait.
The internet is the biggest wealth creation engine to ever exist.
Okay.
Sadly, only a relative.
People are making podcasts and thinking, message me, he was like, I'm super grateful that you told me to do that. And so he did the post and he did the reach outs. And what ended up happening is that earlier on, he would have videos that would start taking off. He would start doing reach outs, he'd start making sales, and then he'd make some money, and then he would slow down. And then all of a sudden you get in scarcity mode once he was like, oh shoot, there's no money coming in. And then you start making content, start doing reach outs again, and then you make money again. And he was like, dude, how do I break the cycle? And what we did was we shifted what he was focusing on, because he was focusing on the sales he was making, he was focusing on the money he was making, rather than focusing on the process. You are not successful in my eyes because whenever you see some outcome, you stop the activities, which means you don't have the trait of consistency. I was like, the reason you aren't where you want to be is because you can't do things repeatedly. And so most people can't do one thing over and over again. You need to be able to do the doing without seeing the result of your doing. And you have to keep doing it. And if you can keep doing things independent, and this is both ways, if it goes really well, you keep doing the thing that got you there. And if it's not going well, yet, you keep doing the thing so that you get good enough that one day it will. And that's the shift that most people don't make. And I think that's why most people just stay poor. And the reality is that if you can commit to the actions and the behaviors and the traits that you will grow through doing, then at the end of this process, a decade later, you will be the type of person who can do something for a long period of time and wait. And I promise you that if you, a decade later, you will be the type of person
I will become the type of person. That type of person.
who can do something for a long period of time and wait. And I promise you that if you have that trait, money will never be a constraint in your life. And this is from Atomic Habits. Every winner and every loser have the same goals. So when you measure yourself,
Whoa. I need to hear that again.
and I promise you that if you have that trait, money will never be a constraint in your life. And this is from Atomic Habits. Every winner and every loser have the same goals. So when you measure yourself by having this external thing, and people are like, set goals. Everyone wants to be rich. Everyone wants to have a six-pack. Your goals don't make you unique. It's the activities that you do that make you unique. The goal of the winner is to commit to the activities. The goal of the loser is to commit to the goal. 52% of 18-year-olds, high school seniors, think they're gonna be millionaires by 25. The world is going to be shook. Many of you will fail. And that's because most of you have the same goal. 52% you think you're gonna be a millionaire, right? That's just the math. But only a small percentage will, because if you wanna be a millionaire, you're not gonna focus on making the $1 million. You're gonna focus on the stuff that makes $1 million. And so,
Okay, focus. Oof. Oh, so powerful that part. 1:26. Okay, the title of this is How to Grow an Audience. Wait.
if you wanna be a millionaire, you're not gonna focus on making the $1 million. You're gonna focus on the stuff that makes $1 million. And so,
Take notes, guys, take notes. Because right now I'm the guy that wants to make $1 million. And if a year from now, I already have $1 million, probably if you do the same things that I did, myself a year from now did, probably you can also make $1 million like me in the future, because I know that in the future I will have $1 million because I'm going all in on this, bro. Every winner and every loser have the same goals. Perfect.
so when you can divorce, you're not gonna, right? That's just the math. But only a small percentage will, because if you want to be a millionaire, you're not going to focus on making the $1 million. You're going to focus on the stuff that makes $1 million.
That's the most important thing that we learn, and we also learned that from Dan Martel. Dan Martel said that you need to focus on the input to get the output. So you need to focus on the input. Two people say the same thing. 2 millionaires or billionaires, I'm not sure, said the same thing. Focus on the input, not on the output. Focus on the stuff that makes $1 million. And for me, it's creating a very strong personal brand, bro. I need to create a very strong personal brand, because if I create the most powerful personal brand, if everybody in the whole world know me and recognize my face, my voice, or whatever, and recognize that I'm the guy that fight for the $1 million, I'm the most ambitious man in the world, or recognize me as the kid that wants to make the impossible, if I get all people to know me, I will do $1 million in just 24 hours or less, bro. That's my goal. This year, my goal is to be the most viral guy on the internet. Okay, and I'm learning. Now I need to apply that. Probably I need to try to create more videos. 2 videos per day. Okay, that's very hard because I'm trying to post every single day and it's very difficult right now. And I need to stop. I stopped for like a week. Wait. I stopped like for 7 days, like for a week. I stopped posting content. But I need to continue posting, continue going live, and one day, if I become the most viral person on the internet, I know that I can do $1 million in just 24 hours or less, bro. I really know that.
And so when you can divorce the activities from the outcome, that makes
Okay,
my dog.
wait. I was taking notes. Focus on the stuff. What makes $1 million.
And so when you can divorce the activities from the outcome, then you can focus on the doing, which whether your income does this over that period of time, your self-esteem remains the same because you're committing to what you can control. If you
Focus
can
on
make
the
that shift,
inputs to get
it
the
will
output.
change your life. So I started making podcasts 6 years ago. I committed to that process. When I signed on with a YouTube vendor a few years ago, on the first call I said, I'd like to have this channel be something in 5 to 10 years. I was like, we'll look at it then and see if it was worth continuing to do. I was like, but I'm in for a decade. And he stopped me afterwards. He was like, I've literally never had a client say that to me, ever. He's like, they're all like, how can I get leads in the first 90 days from YouTube? And like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, if we're making progress, I'm good. I will commit to that. I think that if you can think that way, you will get what you want. And then people will ask you a decade from now, man, how did you have this overnight success and blah, 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 blah. And aren't you like, don't the followers and the fans, like, how does it not get to your head? And you're like, because it was never the goal. And so I feel just as good at year 1 as I do at year 8 because the activities that I committed to remain the same. If you can think that way and you can shift your perspective, it'll decrease your emotional ups and downs. And I think we all need ways to decrease our emotional ups and downs in the game of business because like we need to have second lives, and third lives, and fourth lives. And the way to do that is to not put your life, your game playing life in something that you can't control, but putting all your game playing life in the things you can. Right now, we just crossed our 400th episode, 400 episodes. Like if I did 1 a week, that's 52. 1 a week for a year, that'd be 8 years of doing that if I had.
And I'm reading this book, guys. Wait. I'm reading this book. How to make offers so good people feel stupid saying no. 100 million offers, because I think that is powerful. I'm learning that you need 4 things to make a Grand Slam offer. There are first. Okay. Wait. 4 things. Right now I'm in the page 55, but you need 4 things to make a Grand Slam offer. You need to know the pain of your. First, you need to know your avatar. You need to know the pain of your avatar. You need to know the purchasing power. You need to know if they are easy to target, the market is easy to target, and this is for picking markets, bro. The pain of your avatar, the purchasing power, a market that is easy to target, and a market that is growing. Right now, that's what I I applying all this knowledge to the brand that I want to create, to my YouTube brand, to all this process of personal brand, and also to I will apply all this knowledge to the shoe brand, bro, to the shoe brand. I already know that I need a specific niche that is for runners. I want to create shoes for runners and sell shoes for runners because I will import that shoes. But this is a very powerful book, bro. I highly recommend you this book, guys. Okay, let's continue.
400 episodes. I'm at like year 6. If you make 400 long form pieces of content, I guarantee you that your following will be bigger than it is today. Well, how long is that going to take? As long as it takes, because the goal was never the outcome. The goal was to do the thing.
The goal is never the outcome. The goal is doing the thing, bro. Whoa, bro. That's powerful. I need to focus on the inputs, not in the outputs. My mind was focusing on the outputs. If I have a lot of views, if I have a lot of viewers, but the important thing is that I'm still fighting. That even if I failed, I get up again and continue posting, because I stopped posting for a week. But no matter, I get up again. I was working on my mental health, okay, and that was more important. So I focus on the input to get the output, to get that $1 million. I'm posting even if I don't have ideas. I search for ideas. I try to create better content, bro. I go live even if I'm tired, bro, because I'm really tired. Right now probably I'm not very tired. I'm glad to be here, and I'm very happy right now because I'm focusing on the inputs, bro, on the things that I need to do in order to make $1 million. And today I received hate. Someone messaged me with a very painful message. Wasn't painful, bro. Wasn't painful, but drop me hate. But no matter, I make like bye. I don't hear you. And never. This is so powerful. And hear me, guys. Hear me. Because I'm going to say something important. And it's never settle for the ground when there's a sky full of stars. Never settle for the ground when there's a sky full of stars. And also there's another famous quote that goes like, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars. I love that quote. And yes, I failed. I failed today. I failed yesterday. I failed in this project because I want to post every single day, but that wasn't possible, bro. But that because first I need to work on my mental health. I worked on my mental health already, and I'm mentally healthy. So I'm glad of that. I'm glad that I stopped for a while. So right now I can continue creating without stopping. Right now I can continue creating without stopping. Every single day post, every single day go live. I will do the things I need to do because I will focus on the input. For a year I will only focus on the input, not on the output, not on the $1 million, because I will become the kind of person that deserves $1 million. Even if at the end of the year I don't have $1 million, I've become the kind of person that deserves $1 million. And that's amazing, bro. Because I'm the kind of person that deserves $1 million. All the knowledge I get, all the things I have done would be amazing, bro. Because I want to live a de puta madre life. That's what I want to live. A fucking crazy and amazing life. And I need to continue learning. So the most valuable lesson from this video was focus on the stuff that makes $1 million, bro. Focus on the stuff that makes $1 million. And that's creating content again and again and again. Okay, there's one last video I want to watch with you guys. Please take notes. Taking notes is one of the most important things you can do. Bro. Wait. Okay. The title is 20 entrepreneurs versus 1 millionaire. Okay. Why I choose this video? I choose this video because if this billionaire, I think that is this man right here, invest in any of this business is because of a reason. You need to be a reason why he invests in that business. I think that this video is like something like Shark Tank or something like that. And if I notice why he don't invest in all other business, I will realize what to do with my shoe brand.
£1 million business owner feels he can mentor best to grow their business. Matt has to eliminate half of the business owners straight off the bat, with only a brief explanation of their business to go on. Can he find the golden business idea?
I'm here to take a look at your business ideas and see if there's any way that I can help or mentor you.
We've hidden another multi-million pound business owner in the 20 before you. Try and find them as you go.
Hi, Bemi. Hi. Food and drink. Tell me a little bit more about what you do.
Sweets and baked treats in the free from category. We do sugar-free, vegan, gluten-free, better-for-you versions of traditionally well-known treats.
Thank you very much, but I'm not quite sure that that's the sort of thing I'm going to be able to help with. I hope. You know, I'm finding this really, really hard. RV.
Well, this is my company, RV Musical. With my music, you get a free food in Chinese, which you can't resist, so you need to have it. Otherwise, with the food follows my singing. So that's what I am.
Now, you're making me hungry, but again, I don't think that's going to fly with me. I'm sorry. Anthony.
So we are Archive Stores, and we stock some really cool retro brands, including Avrex, Sergio Tacchini, some Nike bits as well.
I'm sorry, but that's not something that's a field of expertise.
We make a AI platform that essentially helps video editors. Say you're shooting a multi-part game show format, you're going to end up with a lot of footage, and essentially we automate a lot of the boring work that goes before the actual creative work, so people can make more money.
So would that help people who've got very limited ability in editing stuff to actually do things more easily?
It's more for people working at scale.
Arbor, the automotive industry, that's a very wide industry.
I didn't go very in depth with it. It's just so it gets you more curious and I don't get eliminated first, you know? Generally, we buy and sell used cars.
High end or?
Mid-range.
What I'm looking for in a good business idea is something that really connects to people. If you're only chasing the profit, you're going to fall over because it's like a gambler chasing that next bet and putting good money after bad. It's got to connect with people. It's got to make them feel good or it's got to make them feel happy.
Okay, important lesson. You need to connect with people.
And that's what I'm looking for. Global whole life confidence. Yeah. Chasing that next bet. If you're only chasing the profit, you're going to fall over because it's like a gambler chasing that next bet and putting good money after bad. It's got to connect with people. It's got to make them feel good or it's got to make them feel happy. And that's what I'm looking for. Global whole life confidence.
Yes.
Make me confident.
Okay, so it's primarily it's a women-based business, but I do have men clients. It's a solution for all women, no matter the background, and we're looking at body confidence, relationship confidence, whole unshakable confidence.
And Segolene.
Have you ever lost a PayPal account due to too many chargebacks or by missing vital tracking information?
Called it social media, so it has room to grow. Obviously, I want to scale it even more. Basically, social media management at the moment and virtual assistant support.
Pete, I'm really intrigued by training for blue-collar businesses specifically.
My clients are in the blue-collar sector, I call them, so waste and recycling companies, warehouses, transport businesses, fleets, that kind of thing.
And your consultancy, what do you consult?
We give advice around employment law, health and safety, and operator licensing.
Stand-up paddleboarding. Tried it twice and failed miserably.
You need to come over to the Wirral and have a quick lesson with me. So I've been doing it for 10 years now, and each year we try and up our game as to make it more inclusive for everybody. And this year we're trying to involve non-able-bodied people.
Party, that's intriguing.
So what we do has two strands to it, really. One half is open-ended style party games, usually card-based at the moment. We also have a 3D printed amusements and party accessories side to the business.
Okay, TV, again, vast.
I've got a brilliant range of clients and I provide my clients to TV productions. So
Okay.
some of the most famous shows that you probably watch on your television, my clients are right in front of you watching.
Alrighty, drinks, e-commerce.
I have a premium ready-to-drink cocktail company and we sell everything through the post.
Sarah's interested in that.
So we sell direct to customers, direct to businesses and wholesale.
And where's your biggest area of growth at the moment?
Direct to customer.
Okay. thank you.
Gifting.
Entertainer, I lift the world.
I started 33 years ago as a clown, and then I built my business up and did magic, balloons, discos, parties. I now do old people's homes, hospitals, events, but basically I can get everyone standing on the tables and lifting the world.
That'd be great in an old people's home.
Yeah.
Brilliant, yeah. Have you done the risk assessment? Okay. Leadership development, Beatrice.
I run a company called the Business Storytelling Center, and what we do is we train and coach both leaders and entrepreneurs, especially those who have been historically underestimated, so that they can be more visible, more confident, and more vocal by using their own stories.
Go back over here. I'm sorry, Katy. I'm sorry. That's I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah. Oh no, boo! I'm used to being the villain in Panto, so don't worry about that. Beauty memberships, I'm sorry, it's not my field of expertise. Entertainment music, Ashley.
We produce music artists that go out into the world and create music, the music that you listen to on the radio, when you're jogging, when you're creating your business. And that's what we do, and we're making them into big brands. We have actors, and we also have ones that go out and do events.
I've got to take 4 more, and I don't know where to start. This is dreadful. I'm sorry, Jenny. Sorry, Jenny. Sorry, said Elaine. It is very tense. Sorry, one more question coming up. Women's sport.
If you watch football, obviously the Lionesses, rugby, women's sports is in rise, and women in music as well. So basically I'm a DJ and I kind of collaborate the two together, sports and music. That dull spot that you have in the breaks, whenever they have like a break, that's where I come in to uplift the crowd and keep them moving and keep them motivated.
Thank you so much. And I love your earrings, by the way. I think you're saying. I'm sorry, man, but digital marketing is... so we're... Sorry, Emma. There's a couple of you that I haven't spoken to, but that's because I've been in those industries and I have a background in those, so I think I might be able to help.
That is 10.
Is it 10?
That's 10.
Oh, well, there you go. So I'm really sorry to everyone I've taken the boards off, but I'll speak to more of you, some of you again in a minute.
That's 10. Let's cut it down to 5 and dive deeper into their businesses.
Can I speak to Callum first, please? Hi, Callum. How you doing?
Not too bad, sir.
So tell me about your business.
It's a life coaching business organisation for people that have been through cancer treatment and major surgeries that are in a transition in their life, can't go back to the same job or to what they was doing beforehand.
Have you just started or has this been established?
It's only been going for a few months.
And are you transitioning from a different career yourself?
I was a mechanic beforehand. I had to stop myself for 3 years due to ill health. I seen something that was missing for people that have been through cancer treatment and whatnot, so I wanted to fill that gap basically.
OK, next I'd like to speak to Anna.
So I run a company called Attitude Performing Arts, and we specialise in one-to-one tuition for ages 5 with no upper age limit. We train people for the performing arts industry, but we also work with other people who want to improve their public speaking skills or language skills, that kind of thing. And we also run one-to-one college tuition.
Probably something similar to this guy, to being Guyan. I guess that his business is similar to being Guyan business.
For people who are late to the industry and want to either retrain or work it around childcare and that kind of thing.
The people sort of retraining, what links have you got in the industry so that they get recognised?
I've been running my business alongside my own acting career. I still keep in touch with the agents, casting directors, those connections that I made that I now pass on to my students.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Anne.
Thank you.
What do you think I should know which would make me choose you as the person to get the
It's a
get
very
the
good
mentoring?
question. Well, I'm the first and only female DJ to win King of the Decks title in the West Midlands, and it's something that I want to kind of pass on. It's not just sort of like a business that I want to do where I'm, booked by various different corporate sporting events. I want to pass this on to other female DJs or potentially female DJs because it's a male-dominated industry, and I want to be able to pass that confidence onto them.
What do you think are the main barriers for women to get into both of those sectors?
With DJing, I can definitely say it is a heavily male-dominated industry. It is pretty much a boys' club. If you're entering as a woman, you kind of have to break through that boys' club barrier, which I'm kind of breaking through, but I still have a lot of difficulties. Again, with sport, it's stereotypically when you think of football or rugby, you tend to think of men playing it. You don't think of other sports as well, like netball, which is my biggest passion.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, Gemma. Blue-collar industries, consultancy, transport. Tell me a bit more about that.
There's a statistic in the UK that not many people know that 5 people a day die on UK roads unnecessarily. And around 50% of all vehicles are being driven for work. And my business focuses on improving those road safety statistics and supporting business owners sleep at night to ensure that they're properly protected.
Purely for freight, or is it passenger transport, or what areas are you in?
People who run heavy goods vehicles over 3.5 tonnes and passenger carrying vehicles need to have this thing called an operator's licence, and we specialise in supporting those operations that run those operator licences.
Okay, thank you very much, Pete. Cheers, good to talk to you.
So an indie music label, and we focus on producing artists, creating artists that are not only going to be entertainers, but they're going to be brands. So connected in the fashion world and also in the acting film world.
And would I be aware of any of the artists you represent?
Not yet, because we are right at the startup stage of our business, but we are in partnership with established companies. So we have a partnership with an established management company and also a content creating company and also established producers. So we are very confident about where we're going to get to in the next 2 to 3, 4 years.
Okay, and is there any particular genre of music that you specialise in?
Yes, so R&B, Afrobeats.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Ashley.
Early in the year, I've been working as a casting assistant for a casting director, so casting TV, commercials, feature films, all sorts of projects, which has given me so much experience. I decided a few months ago to set up my own business called JA Casting. I've got a brilliant range of clients that I've found from local theatre. I work remotely. I don't have an office, so in terms of revenue, I save money, which is great. And I have 2 great colleagues who work for me who work freelance. So there isn't particularly set hours, so the business can therefore make more money.
How many people do you represent at the moment?
I represent about 100 artists.
And are they all working up in the north of England particularly, or all over?
All over the UK, which is really, really good. Yeah, so got a good range of talent based all over, all got different abilities, skills, different credits.
That's really good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Okay, hi Arbor, those are great shoes, by the way.
Thank you very much. We buy cars from auction, service them ourselves, we modify them ourselves as well, and we list them for sale.
Okay, and what sort of modifications are people asking for?
It becomes even exterior and interior.
Okay.
Most of the people like the interior, so they like ceiling with lamps, with different lights. They like a new touch screen, for example, if the car is very old. They like a new Apple CarPlay, for example. New bodywork, new paint, or maybe a wrap as well.
And what's the most you've ever invested in a car to sell, and did you make money on it?
Yes, of course I did make money. The most that...
Of course. With those shoes, how could you not?
Thank you. The most that I invested in a single car was 30k.
Okay, Beatrice.
For just $37, you can generate as many videos as you want and never have to worry about...
Hi, now I remember it was leadership coaching.
Leadership development.
Leadership development. Okay, tell me a bit more in depth about your business.
So what we do is we train and coach leaders and also entrepreneurs. And the idea is that we want to make sure that they personalize their approach to leadership, but also their approach to their businesses. And the best way that we found to do that is through storytelling.
Are you doing role play with groups of potential leaders, or is it one-to-one? How does it work?
No, it's about, when I say storytelling, I mean that we help them to go through finding their stories, owning their stories, and then communicating through stories. So it's about their own personal stories and how they can find the strength in the stories rather than trying to be someone else.
Have you got some big clients in there at the moment?
Corporate.
Okay, corporate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
So imagine, if you will, you're shooting a multi-part game show format across maybe 5 cameras.
Okay.
10, 11 channels of audio. You're going to come away from that shoot with hours and hours and hours of footage that you've got to edit down to probably, I'm guessing, a 10-minute edited final deliverable, basically. And there's a lot of tasks between the shoot and the edit and the final thing, right? And a lot of those are creative, going to make you money, but a lot of those tasks also not creative and not value-adding and not going to make you money. So that's where Nice Touch steps in. That's our app. That's our operating system for creators. And essentially what it does, it will take all of that footage, it'll analyze it, it'll look at it, it'll memorize it, and it'll work out what's going on in there. And then you, as an editor, will input your project brief, your client feedback, all of those things. And then essentially what the app will do will work with your existing video editing software and create edits for you, rough cuts for you, and things like that, so you can get a head start on doing an edit, essentially taking away hours and hours and hours, or maybe days of work into a few minutes.
And how is the traditional side of this industry receiving your opportunity to cut down on time?
Business owners and managers are excited. Individual editors are scared. And so it's about balancing those two things, because we're not trying to take away the creativity. We're trying to enhance editors' creativity by taking away the boring work.
Now, I remember the board. I remember it's lifting people up.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
It's going to make sense in a second.
Excellent. Yeah, well, make it make sense.
So my company is a product and a service-based company. So the product is Busty Boob Tape, and it lifts people up.
Literally lifts people up. Yeah, okay.
The good thing about this product is that it services more kind of heavier set women where there was no solution before. So now we can wear what we want, however we want, when we want, and feel confident doing that. Aside from that, we do have 9 different skin tones. So diversity was quite important for me, because normally they tick the button by doing a light one and a dark one, but actually I sit in the middle. It was my own problem that I solved. Part of that also is the Be Confidence community, a subscription-based community where we offer events, coaching, retreats in all areas of life. So whether that's in corporate, whether that's in business, to build unshakable confidence.
I mean, I've got a wife and 4 sisters and 2 daughters who would be delighted about your physical product. Yeah. Okay, how are you, through Be Confidence, how are you lifting people up, both those male and female clients?
The problem with society today is that there's a lot of noise in social media. So you've got young girls coming up that are seeing these influencers and aspiring to be something that is maybe unattainable for them, and they're losing confidence within themselves that because they haven't got everything that they're seeing online. So actually just bringing it back home and allowing them to use their voice, to understand their purpose, to build their own unshakable confidence. I mean, I've got an 18-year-old daughter, so I kind of worked with her through that and through the stages of school and social media and stuff like that. But you've got these young girls coming up that don't actually believe in their own voices. And I've had to navigate that, and the tools and skills that I've learned throughout the years of doing that, I'm able to share with other people.
Thank you very much, Tantan. It's fascinating. Thank you. Right, so I've got the horrible task of whittling down another 5. Oh, blimey. Okay. Arbor, though I think you might be doing very well indeed. It's not an area I've got much experience in. So.
Unlucky.
And Tantan. Oh. I think your business is brilliant.
Okay. But, thank you.
Okay. Anna, I don't think I'm going to be able to help.
That's all right.
That's a wonderful business.
Thank you very much.
Okay. And Ashley, I've also got a suspicion that you might be doing incredibly well already, but I don't think I'm going to be able to help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Cooksey, I'm sorry, man, but
that's fair enough.
I think you may well be very successful already, but I don't think I'm going to be able to help.
I'm better on that side of the camera anyway.
Okay, cheers, man.
How was that?
Yeah, worse than last time. It gets harder and harder. There's such great businesses, all of them.
Do you believe you've removed the 7-figure business owner we hid in the original 20?
I think I may have. It's between... But one's still here and one's gone.
Final round. Let's talk numbers.
So you mentioned before that you got some big
But
corporate
then
clients.
I want to know why he chose that business. Probably, I don't know who will win, bro.
Yeah.
Without mentioning their name, describe to me who your biggest client is.
In advertising industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many people are you working with for them?
So we ran a session for one of their leadership development programs, and there were around 45
Okay.
women. Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
What's the biggest investment you've ever made in your business?
That's a really good question. Probably my own personal development.
Can you put a figure on the most you've spent on your business?
On a single investment?
Yeah, a single investment.
About 90 grand net.
Okay, thank you very much, Pete. Okay, Callum, you've told me before that this is pretty much a start-up. You've only just started. You're transitioning from a different career yourself.
Yeah.
What's your ambitions for this business, financially? Where do you see it?
I see it quite being either a nationwide business, potentially global, but that's in years to come, basically. But for now, I think it could be a national business.
Could you put a figure on the sort of turnover you would expect, maybe? Say, not right now, but you say in year 5? What would your ambition be?
Millions, really, my ambition, yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay, you started your business up relatively recently, is that
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay. What would your perfect scenario be? Where would you like it to be in 5 years?
I would love to have a casting office in actual central Manchester, but also London as well.
Okay.
Because frequently I am travelling to London, meeting new production companies and, you know, showcasing my clients and things like that. So having a London office, being able to invite production companies in, that would also be brilliant, but also have contacts in the USA. So that would also be amazing to have an office that was international as well, because I've already built those connections in the US.
Okay, thank you very much, Josh. Hi, Gemma. Have you got plans to scale up your business?
Absolutely.
Okay, and what investment do you think it's going to take?
That's a very good question. I mean, one of the biggest dreams that I have is to have something where every DJ is recognised, whether you're female, male, however you identify, and that's going to take a big investment, probably in the region of 20,000 to get it started.
Okay.
Be looking into like Arts Council and that sort of thing to see if I can get a grant for that. But yeah, applying for grants is difficult work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that very well, very well. Thank you very much, Gemma.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's find out which business Matt wants to mentor.
This has been one of the hardest exercises I've ever done. There's been so many great people with really enthusiastic about their businesses. The role I've been given is to choose someone that I think I can really make a difference to and help. And for the reason that I think I can give this person the most help, and that reason alone, nothing to do with the validity of any of the other businesses, I'm going to choose Callum.
After all of that, Matt, do you know who the 7-figure business owner is behind you?
Not really. There are 2 or 3 people that sort of stuck out with me. One that tried to be a bit too mysterious at the start, and that was Arba. He tried to hide from me what he was doing. And also, I don't know why, I just got the vibe from Cooksey as well. But also Beatrice. So if I had to toss a coin, I'm going to say with her big corporate clients, Beatrice.
Thank you for manifesting that.
So, can the person who has the 7-figure revenue please make themselves known? Pete.
Okay. Surprising, I thought that was Beatrice, but no. Oh, bro, was Pete? Pete? His name is, I don't know the pronunciation. Pete? Okay. Perfect. That's all for today. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate it so much. I learn a lot. I take a lot of notes, and I will try to apply that knowledge. The most valuable lesson that I learned today is that you need to focus on the inputs to get the outputs. Don't focus on the outputs, focus on the inputs. Focus on the things that you can control. Focus on the stuff that makes $1 million. The most valuable lesson of today. Thank you so much, guys. There's a lot of time, so I will use my time wisely, because remember that you only got one life and one shot. See ya.